I'm doing my presentation on Wells Fargo. Uh, General information of Wells Fargo is that it's a multinational financial services company. There's many benefits that come with Wells Fargo, including expanded personal checking and savings, plus CDs, has credit cards, home loans, personal loans, and auto loans. Um, Investing in wealth management is another tier of Wells Fargo. Commercial banking and corporate investment banking are two other options that Wells Fargo offers for their financial services. Locations, so they have a main headquarter location that's in San Francisco. Their operational headquarters is in Manhattan, though. Their managerial offices are located throughout the United States and internationally. There's many offices that are planted throughout the United States in different states, and then other offices are located internationally in other countries. A couple core values that Wells Fargo does have is that they create the largest gain for customers in terms of off of their financial investments. They help overall needs for people in terms of finance. They improve communities that are possibly falling down from financial crises. They exceed the expectations to their customers and their superior financial returns off of investments and your banking with them. The mission statement for Wells Fargo is helping customers succeed financially. A little bit of history throughout Wells Fargo is one thing. The founders of Wells Fargo was William G. Fargo and Henry Wells. They founded this company on March 18th, 1852. The CEO of Wells Fargo in modern time now is Charles W. Scharf. He was named the CEO on October 21st, 2019, and is current as of today. The total number of employees are 268,531. A couple percentages I threw up there. Female is 59%, and the male percentage that makes up Wells Fargo is 41. The most common ethnicity at Wells Fargo is the white population, concluding of 57%. Following this is the Hispanic / Latino population, covering 19%. And then Black or African American is covering 10% of the company. Around 19% of the employees are Hispanic or Latino. And like I said before, 10% of Wells Fargo employees are Black or African American, which proves they do carry diversity throughout their offices and sets. There's a lot of benefits that come from Wells Fargo. Some include health plans, the comprehensive and competitive medical, dental, and vision, like most companies do carry. Well-being benefit, parental and critical caregiving, paid time off, 401k, discounts and savings plan, commuter benefits, and an adoption reimbursement. From these benefits, it really helps a lot of employees that have some implications with their lifestyles to where it would be able to fit someone that wanted to be employed by this company. Some available jobs include software engineer career, teller career, exercise physiologist career, Scrum Master career, operations manager, product manager, data analysis, and finance major or finance manager. Personally, I would like to fall underneath the data analysis or finance manager career pathway. This is a event that Wells Fargo did attend and host. I put up a little script of what happened. So Laura Ludgate from All Springs Group spoke with Mike Rogers and John Lagerstedt from Wells Fargo. Mike and John were part of the United States military, and Laura was conducting an interview of how they transitioned from military to the financial services part. They began their jobs around the time of the Great Recession, and they've been there since. They both talked about how Wells Fargo has been a great place to work for themselves and believe that the company has been welcoming since day one. Um, he said that when he came into Wells Fargo as the director of internal sales, Mike said he took the financial analysis position after talking with his family, and to this day says he loves that position. The importance of this in terms of an inclusion standpoint is I believe people should be treated equal no matter what their background is. Both John and Mike were part of the military background, and two people that did not go to college for the financial background that some companies might gear more towards for that position. Um, uh, they both had no college degree nor any background in the financial services, but that did not affect the decision for Wells Fargo to hire them. I believe this is a great example to prove that Wells Fargo is a very inclusive workplace, and they do not discriminate against people because of their backgrounds. Uh, it's very important to me, especially as I'm in college and I'm not totally zoned in on a financial degree, but in my future, I'd like to be able to work for a company like Wells Fargo. I believe this is a great blog, like I said, because they do not discriminate from the backgrounds. One, I found a post on Instagram that Wells Fargo posted, and their caption of it was interested in mentorship, consider our diversity mentorship program. To me, this puts together the whole idea of a diverse business. It proves that they offer a program and gives students tips on career development, senior leadership, and direct connection. Many opportunities that they could have now and across the country. They also state they're equal opportunity employer and veterans and with people with disabilities, which again kind of wraps around the concept of them being a diverse workplace, giving any sort of cultural person an opportunity at a job. My total summary of it is the reason why I like this post is because of the overall opportunity it presents. Um, this post shows that there is inclusiveness in their company by offering a program for these students, and it also presents a greater good for many of people because it gives them a stronger set of skills that they use in everyday life, which is something that I would sought and look for in a company when choosing my employer. These are two people that are part of Wells Fargo. Um, Kyle Hrenicki, he oversees the teams dedicated to providing comprehensive financial solutions to meet the diverse needs of emerging middle market. Um, these are two people that have proven to and voiced their opinion on diversity and have proved to show that they have the idea and the rights and wrongs of creating a diverse workplace and giving everybody an equal opportunity. Marco Hansel is the founder and CEO of Speaker, formerly known as Twin Mob, a social influence company specialized in connecting brands with key influencers on social platforms, which again, Marco's more towards the idea of promoting the company of Wells Fargo and promoting diversity throughout the workplace. Now we're going to fall into the reviews. On Glassdoor, I found a 3.7 rating. I kind of jotted down a pros and cons list. Um, a individual stated that the benefits are good, morale is good, and both management, coworkers, and an honest, great company to work for. Cons for it, they mentioned that cross-selling is the only focus now, firing employees who are great at their job in every area that should matter, but cross-selling results are not meeting the ever ridiculous quota, which continues to rise like every other company. You may not have a job. expectation for customers to say yes to cross-selling, leaving with no real control, which, like they stated, would be kind of a stressful company. Another individual stated, and this was on Indeed, which was given a 3.7 rating as well. Said they would give it 5 stars, but it depends on who's your manager. They train you extensively and offer a lot of time off, and there's a lot of management opportunities as long as your performance is good. I found this is great because of the management opportunities that they're willing to give and promote if you're willing to succeed in Wells Fargo. Um, Con that they offered was it is a great 9 to 5 and the benefits are good. It's just really political place. Um, they also stated they do have a lot of favoritism in terms of maybe liking one person or another and pushing them up further in the company, giving them a lot more opportunity, with basing it off equal opportunity in a company would probably fall short. So there's give and take on both sides. Personally, this is where it comes down to my questions. What makes your potential employer stand apart? To me, I believe the achievements that you can gain from this company. It seems like your managers are very knowledgeable in this area of finance. As everyone knows, Wells Fargo is a very large and fast growing company. They seem to exceed a lot of expectations and give a lot of clear financial advice compared to other banking systems. One thing that's unique and different that they offer is they offer places in different parts of the United States to work. So, if say a employee is unhappy of where they're working at and what area they live in, Wells Fargo could move them to another branch or a facility outside of where they live, which I think is very cool. And some places do not offer that. Um, and like I said before, it's easy. It seems to be a lot easier in this company to be able to move up ranks in this business if you choose to put in the time and effort and prove that you are willing to go above and beyond in terms of financial services for customers. Their mission and values, like stated in my second or third slide, the mission statement, helping customers succeed financially. I believe this is a perfect statement for any company that is promoting financial services. I believe that it is something that needs to be stated and almost mandated by a company, because if you're willing to put yourself out there against other financial banking services, then you need to be willing to go above other companies to help customers succeed financially. So that's why I found their mission and their values to be very important. The awards for diversity, equity, or inclusion. These are kind of some concepts that I engaged with on their website when it came to the diversity and equity. Like I said, they engage in a third-party consultant, conduct an objective statistical pay equity analysis annually. They include both gender and race, ethnicity in their reviews, so that kind of gives a wide range of, um, kind of gives a more of a direct spread of analytics on both sides of any gender and race. Um, The results the review are shared with their board's human resources committee, much like any other. Their pay equity reviews, they take appropriate action, and their employees continue paid fairly and equitably. So, I mean, that that's very good in terms of their equity uh, plan that the company does give, and they're committed to conducting ongoing pay equity for all the employees, which again is another plus for this company. And then the diversity and inclusion initiatives, their enterprise diversity, equity, and inclusion councils, chaired by their president. Their council meets quarterly, is responsible for partnering with the operations committee. They develop and implement action plans. They support alignment linkages with diversity councils and employee resource networks, and championing diversity and related behaviors, and ensuring and supporting measurements throughout the company. Um, So this is kind of part of their diversity and inclusion initiatives in terms of kickstarting a kind of program to be able to include everyone throughout the company. Um, their nonprofit organization linked to diversity, they have been working with individuals, families, and nonprofit organizations to help them achieve their strategic charitable goals. Team of experienced professionals located throughout the United States manage over 29 billion charitable assets, which I think is great. Um, when it comes to diversity, it isn't really race or color. It's more or less of obstacles and challenges that everybody experiences. So the individuals and families that they do help, I believe, are set into a good opportunity of diversity because some people may have more than others, and them being able to provide and spend some of their income towards these families, I think, is a great charitable way to help. And um, can you see yourself integrating into the company culture? Take a look at the benefits, typical day in the life, to put yourself in the shoes of someone who works there.